Hey, what's up YouTube? Today I'm bringing you another deck profile, and this time it's not on my Black Queens or Spellbooks or Fables. As you can see by the title up top, it's on Bujin's. The deck that I feel is going to be the best deck of the format just because it's getting a bunch of good, kind of stupid cards. So let's get on with it. I'm playing triple Bujin Yamato, the engine of the deck, the heart and soul of it. If you don't open this guy, you're gonna be grinding through most games. So you gotta make sure you open with this. So you gotta play cards like spells and traps or monsters that search for this guy. So this is really crucial that you play 3 of. His little brother, not as good, Mikasuchi. You don't want to play 3 of this because it can clog. You can search it, but he's a good floater. And remember, his effect to special summon doesn't start a chain, so Thunder King can negate this. One Vivid Night. This is one tag that we have been playing. It kind of stalls for a little, saves your Yamatos or your Mikasuchis, and then you can do plays. If it survives and Yamato or Mikasuchi come back, you can do some cute plays with it. For the Firefist engine, we're playing one bear just to search the tankies. The one bear works, not two. This card is going to be coming out once we get Arusawa and the new Bujin monsters. For the Bujingi monsters, we're playing 2 Torals. Toral makes sure that your Yamato and Susanoo stay on the field. This pretty much prevents any targeting from your opponent, so you gotta play 2. 3 gets a bit cluggy, but you can side the 3rd just in case. 2 Bujingi Quillins. Bujingi Quillin, it's such a great card. You can pop so many face-out cards with this. Like, you can kill boss monsters that you cannot run by battle somehow, which, if you can't kill a monster by battle, it's kind of stupid because you kind of wreck during the battle phase. 1 Centipede, it pops back row. Playing a 2, it's kind of bad, but the 1 just works. Just pop any back row. And for the best card in the deck, in my opinion, we're playing triple Honest, triple Kalut, triple Bujingi Crane. It doubles the attack of all your Beast Warriors. I mean, the same one that you're attacking with. So you gotta play 3 of this. If you're playing 2, you're playing it wrong. It's just such a great card. And 1 Bujingi Crow. It kind of stalls your opponent, and if your opponent it's really low on life points and they attack with a really big monster, you just activate this and win from there. Because it negates the attack and he lets them have, well, they take half their attack, like life points wise. And for the hand traps, double maxi, not 3. 3 is a bit bad in this format because not a lot of decks will be special summoning besides Mermels. So 2 maxi is fine, but you can go 3 if you want. Double Veiler, which in my opinion this card will be going in the side deck just because it's not very good to main anymore. The only deck that you really want to hit with this is Firefist, and not a lot of people will be playing Firefist. And for the best card in the deck, I said that 3 times, but still, Honest, it's the Honest. Come on, you got to play the 1. That was the monsters. That's 21 monsters. Let's go with the spells. Double MST, just to hit those tankies, those annoying continuous spells or traps. Because you got the Quillin and the Centipede for that, so you gotta stop those tankies from going off. Basically, this format, MST should be just called Tanky Stopper, because everything's playing tanky now. 2 Bujin Carnations. 2, it's a kind of an odd number because you have so much control, but I can see 2 working. I mean, you can play the 1 if you want. But in my opinion, playing 1 this upcoming format would be better because you're gonna have so many special summoning monsters. So 2 works, I guess. To search for the Yamato, just dig 3 cards deeper into your deck and try to find that Yamato or that tanky to search it. Duality is good. You can go 3, but I don't really like 3 power dualities, not in any deck because it gets cloggy. Duality into duality, like play duality into a duality, it's pretty bad, so you don't want that to happen ever. The 1 tanky, you play like 5, 6 Beast Warriors, but you always want to search Yamato with it. If you open Bear and you set you deal damage to your opponent, you can set the tanky and activate it for a Yamato. You don't want to play more of these because you play a lot of cards to protect the Yamato. The 1 Lens, Basically, a lot of people will be bottomlessing or torrentially or Yamato if it's first turn and you want that summon to be successful. So the one lens works. You can play 2 into MSTs or 3 MSTs or and not a lens, but I think the one lens is fine because it stops a lot of plays. And the one Kaiser Coliseum just to ensure your, just basically have your engine rolling. If you have a Yamato and two back rows with this, you're winning that game. There's no way for you to lose because you're gonna be generating a +1 every turn. So one Kaiser Coliseum works. You can side the second one, but I still think the one's just fine. For the traps, the sword, this card could be, I see this card going to 2 now because of all the good cards we're getting back. I mean, we're getting in the new pack. So this card would be pretty good at 2, but for now, it's good at 1. One warning, just the best trap we have right now. It stops any summon and anything that would summon. 2 Fiendish Chains, which I think this card is going back to where it's supposed to be as one of the best traps in the game because it stops attack and it stops really annoying effects. So Fiendish Chain works. For the one-offs, 1 Mirror Force, just because it's Mirror Force and if your opponent overextends for no reason, you can punish them for that. 1 Compulse. If your opponent exceeds or synchro, just set him back a turn. You know, they're using 2 cards for your 1, so you're going +1. 1 Bottomless to stop those Garunics and those Yaksha and annoying monsters that cannot be destroy. You have to banish them for like forever reason. 1 Horn of the Phantom Beast just to get your pluses with Susano. If you have this attached to a Susano and your opponent has 2-3 monsters on the field, that gets really stupid. 1 Call of Bahamut just to get back your Yamatos or your anything that you really want out of the graveyard and exceed or synchro, because we are synchroing on this deck with the 1 Valor we play. And 1 Dark Bribe because Dark Bribe stops any spell or trap that your opponent might activate to screw your plays. This card might become a 7 tools just because 7 tools negates traps and you don't give your opponent 1,000 life points. That was this main deck. That was 40 cards. Let's go with the extra deck. Triple Bujin Susano. Says a no. You don't have to play 3, but there are some duels that you are gonna want to have the 3rd in the extra deck. So you have a space in the extra deck, so a 3 Susano is fine. He's just one of the best XCs we had in a long time for an archetype. 1 Kagutsuchi. Kagutsuchi, it's like a Maestro, but 1,000 times better because it protects all your guys that you have on the field, Bujin monsters, of course. And like, just remember, making him takes 2 level 4 Beast Warriors, not Bujins. He's a great addition to the deck. 1 Paludynamo. I just realized this card's effect, it's busted, like really, really broken. The fact you can run over everything and when it leaves the field, it pays off for itself by giving you a card. That's a great card. I wish that card was generic, but hey. 1 Maestro. Yes, you have Kagutsuchi, but Maestro, it's still a great card. It deals with Alpheon if you can make a Kagutsuchi or for some reason. 1 Diamond Direwolf. It deals with annoying cards that you want to get over the field, like get out of the field. Like if they have a what's his face, a Royal Decree, you can deal with it. 1 Black Ship of Corn to deal with Sandmanes and Gachi, which this deck kind of has, I would say, a bad relationship with Sandmanes and Gachi because it takes at least 3 turns to get them off the field. 1 Black Crazy Box because you never know, your opponent might be playing Skill Drain or Tiger Kings and you can just crazy box them and they can't really do anything because 3,000 attack. 1 Pappy just because Pappy is pretty busted. 1 Pearl. Evil Storm matchup. This deck has an amazing Evil Storm matchup, but it's still a great card. 1 Omega. If your opponent sets 4 and you summon 2 monsters successfully, go into this guy and they're gonna have a hard time dealing with it. 1 Cowboy for game. I mean, Cowboy is just staple. He kills everything. I mean, kamikazes into anything that's 3,000 and if it's on defense, you can burn your opponent for game. And the only synchro we play, Catastor, which it's gonna come out once we get Tsukiyomi, which is in about 2 weeks. So I still think this is gonna be the best deck for the format. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like, tell me what I can change about it. If you have any good tech cards that go well with this deck, that is not Black Garden, because I will not be playing Black Garden, or none of my friends will be playing that card, just because it's really, what's the word I want to use? It's not very good. It kind of clogs, and if your opponent, it's a good player, they can outplay you while you have a card and make all your guys weak, and they're going to start beating your face with it. So I still say Black Garden is not a very good card. So like I said, comment, like the video if you like the deck, and I will be doing some duels with this deck later, so you can check them out in action if you haven't played against Bujins. And you can, at that point, you kind of know how to play against them, because this is going to be a really popular deck that people are going to be playing at every YCS and regionals. So like I said, like the video, and Alex out.